We're doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight. We are searching the hydrogen line, that yellow line at the top of the screen there, and the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorise we are most likely to hear a message from ET, should they be out there sending signals. Over the years, we've heard some very strange and anomalous signals coming from potentially out there from a deep space, and that is what we are on the lookout again for tonight. We've got a good range of stars in range. What have we got there? Sirius, Meersam, Weezan, Adara and Aludra. That is a good collection of close by stars, which means our odds of detecting something anomalous are not too bad, because we've got those stars in range there. How are you doing, Kate? Good to see you in, and Harko in over there on the tubes. How are you guys doing tonight? It's Monday, which means it's Glasses Day, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy that one. Carl is in as well. We have to do a leaderboard, see who's first in most often there. So yeah, we're listening out for potential alien radio signals tonight coming in from amongst the stars. Hopefully, the Sirius there at 8.6 light years is a good candidate now, because it is so close by, just a couple of doors down. And you're also over there on the purple one there as well, Harko. All your passports were posted today, so fingers crossed, Harko, you'll get that one soon as well. It is Glasses Monday. And Carl, thank you for the gift. I'm feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
So yeah, hopefully Sirius at 8.6 light years, not too far at all, because it is so close by. We have a chance of hearing those fainter signals, maybe not even just the reaching out message there, seeing if anybody else is in the galaxy, maybe even some of their television signals and stuff like that. Maybe it's a little bit too far for that, but you get the point. Statistically, we are closer to it there. Oh, Harker, I haven't even checked up on the latest, but when I caught how far you were, they're doing an amazing job there with all of the crew, with pictures of Alan. I love that one. Harker as well, thank you for the heart there. Do you see the video I made of... Oh, no, I haven't seen them yet. No, I'll have to... I came on earlier in the day onto our Discord. I haven't been on since, deep into the depths of work. So that'll be after the stream one. I'm excited to see those, Kate. It's Glasses Day up. Yes, sadly, it is Monday, which means it's Glasses Day today. It's becoming a thing, isn't it? Not a good thing as well. Rio is in. How are you? Passport was posted today, so fingers crossed you should get that, maybe even tomorrow. So fingers crossed there. I'll have to... yeah, the guys will let us know. I think it was you, wasn't it, Harko and Blue Nose, that we sent them to today. Laura Lass still needs to give you an address and we can get that one sent out. But yes, so we're doing another alien radio signal hunt tonight, just like the WOW signal detected back in the 1970s there. We're on the lookout for something anomalous as well. No worries, Rio. You guys are the stars, keeping us company on that. Ah, Blue Nose, hello. We were just saying passports were posted today, so fingers crossed you'll get that tomorrow there. A little bit longer for Harko probably, because it's international, but fingers crossed they should all reach you intact there. You'll have to let us know when you do get them coming in. Rio as well, thank you for the likes, guys. It is the likes, the shares, those tapping away there. That does help us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves, and more open-minded, intelligent people we can get looking at the phenomena, improving, providing your personal experiences there. The more we can all learn and piece this puzzle together there. And I do... I'm going to have to check those out, Kate. I'm looking forward to seeing those ones there. Fingers crossed, Harko, that it gets to you just in time for that one. And hopefully that's all going to go well, and you're going to be much better off for getting that surgery out of the way as well. Lee is in. How are you doing today, Lee? Good to see you. Probably don't need anybody there. Nobody's going to need their SETI stamps, because we've done so many of them lately. But hopefully, as the week rolls on, we're going to get another chance to do a good old-fashioned skywatch there. See what anomalous things are up there in the night sky. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are doing a live alien radio signal search. We are listening on the hydrogen line. That is the line at the top of the screen. It's the frequency or channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize that if ET is out there, this is where they'd put the message out of all of those thousands of different frequencies, and it's where we've heard those anomalous signals in the past there as well. Rio
nom nom nom,
and Harko there, thank you for the gifts, appreciate that. All goes back into the stream. But yeah, that's what we're listening out for. Hopefully a repeat of something like the WOW signal, but there have been a number of other interesting signals just alike that one over the years. My new favourite is one called the Weird Signal, and that came apparently from a very close by star system, about 11 light years, so a little bit further than Sirius, that's in range tonight there. But it's a red dwarf star called Rosso 128, and it had, we know that it's got a couple of super Earths in its orbit, so maybe that is a location, a source for some of those anomalous signals. Kate coming in with the shares, thank you for that one. How you doing, Marcus? How's your week going? Your passport should be up to date there, Lee. It's a legal requirement. You have to let us know, change of address, and, don't smile in your picture. You shouldn't be too far away from getting yours completed, though, Lee. Let's have a double check. Where are you? See how many you are away. I've got a feeling it's very, very close. Because you've been hot on it. Yeah, okay, you got a couple there. So, got to do the Twitch, the TikTok there, the Discord, and maybe a deep dive for our next one there. Oh God, I need to set our next deep dive. I'm so far behind. Phrase as well, how are you doing? Thank you for the gifts there. And Ayap as well. Video I watched today on Neptune, mainly made of hydrogen and massive temperature changes in the last 40 years. Oh, very interesting. I've not got a very good grasp of our local solar system and what those worlds are all actually sort of made up of there. And my brain heard hydrogen. I thought, oh, it's the most abundant element, isn't it, in our galaxy there. I did not make one for Blue Nose. Can't find him. That's a point. Must be on Discord somewhere. But don't worry, Harko. I'm sure Blue Nose could pipe up for a second there. Kate coming in with the shares and already reached a goal there. Thank you, guys, for that. And let me scroll through. Phrase coming in. Loads of gifts there. Thank you. And Marcus with the roses. Very kind of you guys there. It's got a few, but we'll get you there, Lee. We'll get you there. Passport will be off in no time. Ready for the summer holidays, working on your tan. It's accepted everywhere. Our stream passports. Alan personally guarantees it. So, if if you do get rejected at Border Force there, then just got to talk to Alan about it there. Ah, it's allowing you to repost it again tonight. Maybe we're slightly out of the doghouse. We'll see. But guys, if you are just joining us, I said we are listening out for potential alien radio signals. They are coming in from a deep out there in space. We're listening on a frequency called the hydrogen line. That is that yellow line on top of the screen, but also the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorize we are most likely to hear those messages there. And Quantum, I am the signal within my hollow universe there. Very poetic. I like that. Where are you joining us from tonight, Quantum? And Marcus and Treasure Box, guys, do give Marcus a thank you when you get those there. Who got filtered? What were they filtered? You gotta. That's your job now, Kate. Figuring out who got filtered there. We should have removed most of the restrictions there. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still getting used to having all these screens open. We can now see everything all at once there. We'll have to switch over to the Starship Alan because we forgot to do that last night. The top just said some comments. I wonder what they was. Probably saying totally innocuous. Knowing wonderful TikTok there. Where is this? Let's get rid of that view. There's the view that I want there. So, guys, if you're new here, do say hello. Let us know where you're joining us from. Would love to hear from that. Any questions about the phenomena, about what we're doing, how it works there, latest news in the UFO world. If you've had a personal experience, pipe up. We'd love to hear that. So, waiting for the action to happen on screen. If we do get a signal, it should only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds. It's going to be quite fleeting, but that is how long at these distances there. Our dish with the Earth's rotation is going to be sweeping over those far, far away stars. So yeah, got to keep an eye out. Could be at any second there. Harko as well, thank you for the roses there as well. Yeah, so that is what we're doing. We'll switch over to the Starship Alan soon, but we've got what have we got here? All 5 close by stars in range there. So if you think about these distances, they're very, very vast indeed, and they require a lot of energy to send a radio signal at these sorts of distances. It requires very large dishes for us to pick up our, the satellites in orbit around Mars, which then communicate with the robots and the rovers down there, and they have to be very, very large to hear it from that distance. But it doesn't mean that there aren't very, very high-powered signals that could potentially be alien or extraterrestrial in nature. That is what we are doing. We're listening out for those. We've got a little bit of activity tonight. The background noise, this background here, these waves, that is the cosmic microwave background there. Scientists think it's the early universe there, the sounds left over from the Big Bang. It's the same as the static on your old TV or radio there. And as you look, we've actually got a few little ridges coming through. Now, these, we've had them a while. They're not always there. We did think they were electronic interference, but I'm actually thinking maybe they're more some sort of to do with solar activities or anything like that. But yeah, unlikely to be alien, but still quite interesting there as well. And some nice little chunks. You're right, look, yeah, perfectly there. Nice little distinct ridges there. And Miles, I've caught a craft a few nights ago on my phone. I love to hear that one, Miles, there. So tell us more. Tell us more on that one. Whereabouts in the world, if you don't mind saying, that did you capture it? And what sort of sighting was it? Was it like the was it like a strange light with anomalous movement there, or could you actually see like the shape or outline of the craft? That is brilliant. I love that one as well. Laura S, hello. Yeah, it's Monday. It's Glasses Day today. Laura S, I need you to drop us a message somewhere, if you haven't already, for your address so I can get your passport posted as well. Thank you for the heart there as well. Rio too. And was that Ben? I just missed the gift come up there. It was Ben feeding Alan some ice cream.
Nom nom nom. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for that one, Ben. And Magic Bullet as well. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from tonight? Thank you for the follow. It's good to have you guys in. If you're not following us already, definitely do. We do something UFO, alien related, pretty much every night. If it's a cloudy, rainy, miserable evening, we do this, the alien radio signal hunt. But if it's clear, we do a UFO UAP skywatch. We're based in Wiltshire, which is right in the heart of crop circle country here in the UK, not too far down the road from Stonehenge. So very strange and anomalous skies. These are the ones to be watching there. If the moon's up full, we do a moon watch, and that's what that looks like as well. So yeah, we're always on the lookout for evidence. And if you're following, hopefully you'll get a notification there. And as Kate says, yeah, we do appreciate the shares, the reposts, the tapping away there. All that stuff does help us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves. So the more eyes and minds we can get looking at the phenomena and looking at the phenomena there and sharing our stories, the more we can piece this puzzle together there. Oh, built. So I've got my glasses on. I still can't see it there, Magic Bill. But Knoxville, love it. I think we've had anybody from Knoxville before. So, welcome. Good to have you in. Have you ever had an experience with the phenomena there? Where are we going through there? Rio Allen's behaving himself. What do you think? What do you think there, Rio? Of course he's not there, but thank you for the...
Nom nom nom, thanks,
guys.
Guys.
Ice cream there, and Ben, thank you for the gifts there. Miles, it was located in Cheltenham. Okay, not too far from us there. And I saw a blue flashing light, and I saw an odd orb. I love it. We've had a few sightings along those lines. Anomalous lights moving in strange ways. So when we're doing our Skywatch, yeah, we tend to see lots of explainable things. We see lots of satellites, lots of shooting stars, lots of planes, things like that. But yeah, we get this category of weird, anomalous, flashing stuff. And to take it to the next level, to understand what it is, it's odd. We know it's not those prosaic, explainable things, but yeah, what is it to the next level? That's a really, really good sight in there. Blue flashing as well. I don't think we've had that one as well. Oh man, Miles, 100%. You'll have to tag us in them, because I will forget as soon as I come off of the stream, but we would love to see them there. We've also, if you're up for it, we've got a Discord community as well, which is quite active. Lots of UFO news, stuff on Free Atlas, you name it there. But we also have a really cool personal experiences section where you guys are putting your first-hand accounts of the phenomena. You can put images and short videos in there too, and I know our community would love to hear them, and that way it doesn't just disappear after the stream as well. And Carl...
Nom nom nom, thanks, guys.
Thank you for feeding Alan. We'll still do a monthly movie club. I need to put the vote up for that one, but we vote each month on an alien-themed film, then we watch it on the last... Friday of the month, and chat along in the Discord, and it gets pretty unhinged. We love it there. I'm not there, but we're close to the Smoky Mountains. Oh, phenomenal there, Magic. That just the scenery, the landscapes there. I mean, that's just got to be so beautiful there as well. And I hadn't seen anything until we started doing this stream. It was only moving to the country, to this part of the world, that when looking up at the night sky without that light pollution, well, that is amazing. I wonder if other people would like to see it. And hearing that this little town has quite the history of UFO activity. So two and two together, and we got this stream. And so I hadn't seen anything, but now we have that camera up there any night that is clear, and we have started to see some odd things. So if you hang around, I'm sure you'll catch something here live when we're doing those ones. He never behaves. He doesn't know the meaning of the word Rio. And Kate coming in with the shares. Thank you for that one, guys. Miles, again, thank you for the follow there, matey. Good to have you on board with the crew there. Lots of images. There's lots. The community is very active there as well. Just mention on the brilliant Loris. I will get that one sorted. Hopefully, post it up. Won't be able to post it tomorrow. I'm in work, but Wednesday, if we're lucky, we'll get that one done. And Blue Nose, thank you for that. That's incredible. You're very, very kind there. The Star Mat, that is very kind of you. Do appreciate that one as well. We still need to figure out something extra we can do for you guys there. But yes, I'll get those stream passports sent off soon for you there. And Zena, how are you doing tonight? Seeing you over there on the tubes. Good to see it. And guys, if you want to see a little bit more of the screen at the thing UFO, when it loads in a second, you'll see there's more analysis going on that you don't get to see over on TikTok. Look, there's some all sorts of extra stuff going on there at the thing UFO. So TikTok every now and again throws us off, so you'll be able to find us over there. But again, you guys can't see it, but behind me right now is a live sky map there. It shows you where our dish is pointing and what stars are in range and what ones are coming in range. So as the night moves, those stars move across there and you can see what we're going to get in range. But also, the middle left there shows you the waveform analysis. That sound you're hearing, that is the signals coming in live from the frequency. And we're actually analysing it live there, but you can't see that on the TikTok, sadly. And here is the information on those stars that are in range. So yeah, if you want to see a bit more, you can find us there. And Blue Nose and Ab as well coming in with the gifts. Thank you guys, appreciate that. It all goes back into the stream there as well, improving what we're doing. Hopefully we're actually going to be doing a giveaway soon. I'm just waiting for the reply on the dates. But the manufacturer that makes all of this radio equipment, they've agreed to give they're currently offering 3 kits. So it's a starter kit. The dish isn't as big, but it does get you a start. So hopefully we're going to be announcing a giveaway for 3 of those soon. So you can have a little go at home there. 2 hours needed, almost there. And there, Brand, thank you for the time.
Nom nom nom. Thanks,
feeding
guys.
Alan that one now there. How you doing, Paul? Good to see you in. Kate coming in with the shares as well. So good evening, Brad. Good to see you. How is your week going? What are we, Tuesday now? No, oh my god, I'm getting ahead. Was it Monday? It's still damn Monday. That is frustrating there. A lovely mixed grill. I've been called worse there, Zena. And Kate coming in with the hashtags. Thank you guys. If you are just joining us, say we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt. We are searching the hydrogen line, that is that yellow line on top of the screen there, the channel on the radio dial for messages from ET, and that is the frequency, or the channel, where scientists theorise we are most likely to hear those messages. Is where we've heard anomalous signals in the sound is less than the TikTok. Is it quieter over there, Harco? But yeah, it's where those anomalous signals have been detected before, like the WOW signal, but many, many more. The reason we think that the hydrogen line is the place to look for these messages out of all of the different frequencies, channels on the dial there. Why would aliens pick this one? Well, because hydrogen gas, where it obviously gets its name from there, naturally emits a radio signal as it decays. And because hydrogen is the most abundant element in our galaxy, no matter where you are in the galaxy, this frequency basically sounds the same, this channel on the dial, and therefore it gives radio astronomers a good baseline about radio background in the universe. It tells us a lot about the universe, essentially, and about what is going on there. So regardless of what your communication technology might be, this is, you'd always be monitoring and listening and observing this frequency. So if you purposely want a message to be heard by an unknown recipient there, you don't know how many people are out there, but you do want to say hello and see if anybody answers, this is probably the best place to put it there. It's going to have the most eyes and ears on it. But it does mean we are listening out for a very particular sort of signal. There, we are listening for that one which is a species purposely sending a high-powered transmission message out there to an unknown recipient. Are they alone? Maybe not, maybe, saying hello, is anybody else out there? That is the sort of thing we're listening out for. They're not necessarily ET talking to other ETs or their interstellar delivery orders. It's the high-powered, purposeful transmissions there. Busy and too bloody busy. Oh, feeling you there, Brad. I'm feeling you there. I can't believe I already got the day wrong and it's only Monday there. Loving the stickers, Carl. I'm glad we still have some of them there. Leanne's coming in with the shares. Thank you, Leanne. It is those shares and those likes that does help us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the old phenomena. So helping us piece this puzzle together there. We are all definitely weird here, but the good sort of weird, the curious weird. We get to learn a little bit more. We're not content, are we, with just following the pre-trodden road. We are curious and want to know more. There, Leanne's well coming in with the roses, thank you. And CJS there, a signal should hear us first to respond. Well, it depends. They might want to send a signal out themselves. So we've only sent one once, doesn't it, as a species there. This was in the early 70s, but just before we heard the wow signal there, we sent a message, high-powered radio message from our most powerful transmitter, which at the time was the Arecibo radio telescope there. So if you've seen GoldenEye, that James Bond, the one he's having a fight on, that was, sadly, the telescope. It was our most powerful transmitter. We lost that a couple of years ago there. But yeah, it's such a powerful transmitter because it's also a space radar, so it'd send those radio signals out, ping them off asteroids, and then, be able to detect them back here on Earth. But yeah, we used it to send that message. Hello, we're humans, we're on the third planet from our star, we're, carbon-based DNA life forms, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so we send that message out once. There, we haven't sent a repeat of that. So maybe aliens would just send the message themselves. Maybe they're also curious there. Oh, thank you, Harko, there, for the heart. Hey, you've achieved it. Thank you as well for the goal there. I do appreciate that, guys, as well. Leanne coming in with the gifts. But yeah, so maybe aliens are curious like us. Maybe they're sending those messages too. Or, as you say, CJS, maybe they are waiting for somebody else to send a message and then they can reply to it. Maybe everybody's listening. This is one of the theories that if we're all listening and nobody's sending a message, nothing's going to get done, is it? Maybe we're all just ears to the ground. It's kind of like the old dark forest hypothesis there. Maybe we're all keeping as quiet as possible. We don't want to give our locations away. Many different possibilities. When you made it there, thank you, Harker. And Carl as well. Was a bit down earlier. I watched the clip of the rocket angry giant commented. I was crying and laughing there. Oh God, yes, Carl. I'm glad that had brought you a bit of joy there. Sorry you're a bit down, but that was funny. Hopefully we'll be doing one soon, although Pete does seem to be away quite a lot at the minute, so we haven't been able to line him up. But we do want to do the space program again. I'm still trying to, I'm very close, I've not quite cracked it yet, but in the same way that we do the Starship Allen, we can bring your names in, I should be able to bring your names into the game, so we can actually kind of have you down as those little astronauts that we can kind of, we can hopefully not lose out there in deep space. But makes me laugh just thinking about it, that one. The Giga Chode. I've got a poster of it on my wall now. You've become a pastafarian there. The flying spaghetti monster is real. I mean, does that also involve the flat Earth? I've heard of the flying spaghetti monster. It feels like it was an early 2000s thing. Is that still going? Do people still on board with that one? There was a weird one that was, it wasn't like a proper religion or anything like that, but it was, what is it? I'll come to it later there. And it didn't do the update on the Starship. I didn't know, and actually I was meant to over the weekend do more updates generally on the Starship Allen. I didn't get to any of that. I got to two of the things on my to-do list, but we'll bring it on. We'll bring up the Starship Allen shortly there. We'll all be goners if you bring us into that rocket game. But I thought it'll add more jeopardy, like more, we might be less or more inclined to, send rescue missions and not get it wrong. Maybe we'll want to attach the parachutes to the rockets there if you're in the chat. I'm just hoping I've made it out of the program room by now. Hoping, yeah. I saw you queuing up there, Marcus. The Church of the Flag. That's the one. Spaghetti monster. Should we switch over to the Starship Allen? Let's see if this works. Do the buttons still work? Kind of. Is it? Oh, is that working? It is working. Right, where are you guys? I can see Alan is on the bridge. Where is there? V's in the Chicago Bay. Not the cargo bay, the Chicago Bay. Kate, what are you up to? Where are you? I can't even see you. Rob's in the engine room there. It's like, I do enjoy our little ant farm though. Let's have a look. Let's see if I bring it up here. Hold on, I need to bring it up on my screen properly. Right, let's have a look. We've got... I think you are also in the Chicago Bay there with Marcus, Rio. Laurelas is in the cargo bay over there. Where is... Oh, Kate's in the conference room, probably getting a telling off. Where are you? Where's Harko hiding? Carl is in... Oh, you're in Alan's quarters by the looks of it there, Carl. And Harko... Oh, you're in the sensor array. Hours I could spend watching you guys doing your little missions there. Should we set ourselves back to the stream? And if you're curious, going, what the hell was that? That was the Starship Alan. So if you're on our Patreon, you immediately, even the free tier, you get populated and put in there. So and we bring it up hopefully a few times per stream so we can see what you're all up to. We're going to be adding extra things to it so you can change your job roles and your titles and things like that. Where are we there? We're just chilling, clinging onto the outside of the conference room for a second. I mean, you've always been a risk taker there, Kate. What are you up to in the cargo bay, though, Laura? That's there. Jamie, how are you doing? Good to see you. And as well, thank you for the share. Appreciate that, matey. Said it is those shares and the likes helps us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves. And Bob Knott as well. Thank you for the heart there. That's very kind. Where are you joining us from tonight? Seriously, there's a mutiny going on. People are being thrown out of the airlock or something. It's probably not a mutiny. Probably just that, you know, Alan's had enough of you fiddling with the sensors or the computer room there. Jamie, how'd you get in there? So if you link in our bio there's our Patreon link there. The link will give you a free month up front first, but there is just a normal free tier there as well. And either one of those will get you onto the Starship. I'll have to refresh it, but yeah, it should populate you there. The trick is make sure you've got a profile picture uploaded, then you're easier to find on there. Changing the sheets there as well. And Bob Knott as well, thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight, Bob? And I am the computer core. Oh, you're in the computer core. I am the computer core there, I up. You just plugged in directly to you there. And Laura as well, have you ever played Among Us there? That might be a good one to stream. I haven't actually. It was suggested to me the other day. But typically I am behind on what is trendy by far. But it might be a good one to have a go. So that might be a good shout there. Oh, Derbyshire, I like it there, Bob Knott. I'm trying to think. You're a little bit further us than us. We're down in Wiltshire. We're not too far from Stonehenge down here. So yeah, you're a few counties up there. How are your skies tonight? It's bloody miserable over here. All clouds. But when those clouds do pass, guys, we do a UFO, a UAP, a skywatch. And these are the skies to watch for the highly strange and anomalous. Hopefully we can catch all of you guys on those ones as well. Kate coming in with the shares there. And where are we? Oh, is it a scout vessel? You know what? I have not decided what the Starship Alan is. But it's whatever it's going to be. It's not going to be a high quality ship. This was going to be the dregs, borderline for the scrapyard. That's the only thing they'll give Alan there. Nebula class. Yeah, we could go with that there. Okay, Jolly for pooping on. We need to make sure Jolly's on board there actually. And Among Us is really fun and suspenseful. I've seen a few clips. It does look good. I will see if we can play that one soon. There. It's foggy here. Honestly, it's been so miserable the weather for absolutely ages. It's been the longest run. I mean, it is winter in the UK, so don't know why I'm surprised. But yeah, we've had such a bad run. I am so looking forward to getting some decent sky watches in, get some more anomalous observations there. Getting fed up with the rain, Rio, and that's coming from somebody up north there. It's 90% rain, so if you're getting fed up of it there. Oh, Jamie should be in now. Let me just refresh it. Where is it here? Let me refresh out. Where's the button to refresh? It's been a while. Make sure it is all. It doesn't look like it's refreshed. Let me do a manual refresh on the page, and then we can bring it back up again. Hit the refresh. Yeah, okay, you should be there. And where is the Starship? Let's load up the Starship. Right, let's switch ourselves back over to the Starship Alan, see if we can spot Jamie in there. So, right. Where are you? It's going to take me a while. Harko's in engineering, as where he should be. Oh, Blue Nose, you're in the science labs. Where are you there, Jessica? No. If you uploaded a profile picture, it might be easier. I cannot Oh, there you are. You're down the bottom there. You're in the main reactor. There we go. Yeah, we're going to be adding lots to it, so keep an eye out for that one. But at the minute, yeah, that's about all it does at the second, but we will add a lot to it there. Marcus as well, thank you for the roses. That's very, very kind of you there. And Leanne as well for the gifts we missed up there. You're cleaning up the mess now, apparently. The mess Kate's probably left there. Watch out, Alan. Oh, Kate's in the armoury. You're getting your revenge for being thrown out of the airlock there. And, oh, it's still raining there, Lee. Oh, honestly, I am so done with the rain. And when I travelled on the train to Bath today, and to treat myself, to do the boring bits of work somewhere a little bit prettier than my local coffee shop, and just travelling through the countryside, everything's flooding. The River Avon is level with the banks and flooding in most places. We've just had enough rain. We have had enough rain. But soon to be spring, Lee, exactly. We've got to hold on to these things and embrace the change of the season that's coming up. And what's going to be very interesting is that as it gets darker later, we will be able to jump on for our sky watches on those clear nights just as it gets dark, which means because the sun hasn't fully gone round, it may have set for us here on the surface, but it's not gone fully round for those things that are in low Earth orbit there, and then they will be illuminated, so we'll have very active sky watches again there. Oh, you're in sick bay, Lee. No, what's happened? Just don't think about it and it won't happen. That's exactly it there. Nice strong blue radiation there. Yeah, exactly, keeps you warm, doesn't it there? And Rob, how you doing there? Also have proof of aliens and Earth there. Starmer has done a disappearing act once again. He's been beamed up. Has he gone off to another country? I knew he was in the doghouse today, and he's buggered off somewhere else. I knew somebody like that every time they got stressed, they'd go on holiday. And, you know, fair enough. But the problem is when it was money stresses and then they'll go spend money on a holiday, it probably wasn't the best solution. Can't avoid it all the time. Starmer strikes me like that. Has he gone back to China? Bring on the spring. Yeah, maybe we can do some sort of like chant. We can get that one going. I miss the sky Rio. Oh my god, I miss it. In fact, let's play the little Skywatch video. We can reminisce when we used to see all that stuff in the night sky. I'll have to get back on trying to get that tracking working, because that's about the time that we left it, wasn't it? We had just started to use the tracker, but we were trying to train it to understand what's a satellite and what is potentially anomalous. So hopefully my skills are improved and we can now get back onto that and actually get something really cool going for that one. I wish I could go on holiday when I'm stressed. Same, Ben, same. I can't, even if I physically go on holiday, I can't leave the stress. Like, it comes with me. It comes in my carry-on. So it doesn't work for me. There, Kate coming in with the shares and the hashtags. Thank you for that, Kate. And I appreciate that, guys. See the hearts as well, the tapping away. It does help us reach more and more like-minded people, building our little community up there as well. What are we going to do? I think for the next deep dive. So, speaking of which, Jane, because you're now on the Patreon, you'll get access to the deep dives. There, but we'll do one. It won't be this Friday, it'll be the following Friday. I need to put the post up about that, but we're probably going to do a review, if I can get my act together, of all of the supposedly recorded alien interview footage there. There's a handful of videos out there where it claims to be actual recorded. Yes. Oh, is he not? Oh, well, maybe he's found a home. And they found a home. Oh, okay. Well, if he has found a home, then it was the right place. But maybe they'll message back, maybe they'd given up. But you'll have to let us know. Thank you. So, yes, Leanne was looking at another chinchilla that needed rehoming and was umming and ahhing about it for months. And it looks like he's been rehomed, which is probably for the best. But we'll see you there. But yes, where are we? Coming in there as well. And sounds like a brilliant... Oh, that's the aliens, yeah. So it's going to be looking... We'll be watching all of those... They're only short clips, reportedly aliens being interviewed and interrogated. But there's a range of some which you think are pretty crap and some which could really be real. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a look at those. It's going to be a nice sort of visceral one to get our teeth into there. And then it'll be back to the case studies of the Condon report. I think that's going to be an interesting one. Now we found the good bits, the case studies there. Oh, thank you, Brad and Kate and Rio there. I'll pass those ones on to her as well. There, and Bob Not as well. Thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks, guys.
He's very hungry. Where are we? However, the Greys are fascinated with trying to extract the soul, and that doesn't have anything like that. He doesn't have anything like that. It's true. We hear this, that we are viewed, it's one of the theories, that we are viewed as containers for the soul. There's other ones that talk about the moon being some sort of body that's, you know, put there by another alien race that kind of harvests our souls before rebirth. And so I'm not sure what I fully make of those myself, but it is interesting that it comes up across multiple things there. Data from Star Trek has more personality than Star Mutt, and yeah, and less trouble as well. I think pizzas are alien. They're shaped like a saucer. That's getting very scientific there, Rob. I'm not sure if we're up to that sort of level that we're going to keep following there. It'll be too advanced for us there. That's your thesis. And Brad as well. Oh, forgot to ask, when I sent you the video, can we watch that video of the UFO recorded through the telescope? Oh, yes, you'll have to remind me of it because I will forget. But I see, you'll have to be on a deep dive, so maybe we can do it when we do that one. Because at the minute, although saying that, I can now bring... I'd never used to be able to bring up tabs. They changed the way that it was working. So I'll have to remember to try and do that. Because I never used to be able to bring them up live on stream. We'll figure that one out. Our souls. Very good. Very good, Rob. Very good. But yeah, guys, if you are joining us, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight. We are searching the hydrogen line, that's that yellow line top of the screen, and the channel on the radio dial there, where scientists theorise we are most likely to hear a message from ET, should they be out there sending us messages like the WOW signal and other anomalous radio signals from the past as well there. And Blue Nose, thank you for the rose. That's very kind. And we've met a goal as well. Thank you. I have no idea how to do those goals, but thank you very much. God, I have no idea what they are. I don't get the gamification of TikTok. It doesn't make sense. I'm old. There as well. Oh, you've watched some of the deep dives there, Lee. Which ones? I can't remember. The best one, was a recent one because we redid it, and it was the evolution, not the evolution biologist, the molecular biologist that claims to have worked with the alien biology. That was one of my favourites. The first one we did, and we also redid it because it was so good. So you want to find that one to rewatch again. You demand pizza. I demand pizza. I demand good pizza. Private Tomcat as well. Hello, how are you doing? How have you been? And Kate's coming in with the shares again there. Did you hear the inventor of the cough lozenge passed away today? There was no coughing. Got to be raiding the Christmas crackers for those jokes. That's actually, I've not heard that one before. That is quite good, Carl. The last two. What were the last two? So, maybe... Oh, you know what? I can't even remember now. Probably probably a bit before that, but that one is definitely, that's my favourite one. The molecular biologist one. Very interesting there. Pizza, but late. It's never too late for pizza. Make the most of it if you've got access to good pizza. I don't, and I miss it substantially. So we've still got them all in. Oh, we've not got Mirzam in range there. So we've got Sirius at 8.6 light years, Adara there at 430, Weezon at 1800. And Aludra there at 2,000 light years. So a nice spread, all relatively close by in space terms as well. So those odds are pretty reasonable. We are going to be, I think, what's the word? Not out of luck, but those statistical odds will be dipping a bit over probably in about a week or so's time, because that means that when we start doing these streams, we're going to actually be pointing to a patch of sky with not many close by stars in range. Yeah, so not that we can't detect a signal, but our odds do drop slightly when that's happened. So probably about a week or so's time. So we're going to think of something else to do, or maybe I'm going to have to reposition the dish, which will involve going out there rather precariously. I've got to do it anyway at some point for the lead for the infrared camera. Codeine report. Be more interesting, some of it. Actually, no, now we are getting to the case studies from the report. We did think 2 in the end last time. They were pretty good. Who's cooking? Oh, man. Yeah, we haven't got any decent pizza shops around here. You got me thinking about massive pizzas now. Oh, I can't wait to see the sky, Ben, in infrared. Me too. I haven't actually ordered the lead yet, but I will. It's on my list. It's on my list for next payday. We'll get that one, and then I'll chuck it out the window, plug it all in. And, I mean, the quality, I think, is going to be a bit different, because it's not the best. It's not bad, but it's not the best quality there. So we should still see a lot of stars, but it's also more zoomed in than the lens we do have. So we're going to see less of a patch of sky, but what we do see is obviously going to be in the infrared. So that means... yeah, that means that we'll be able to obviously see the phenomena if it does start to play games in the infrared there, which it does apparently have a history of. I've seen some really, really cool shots of, like, you know, the same patch of sky at the same time in the visible light, which is what we search, and then also switches over to the infrared, and it's just buzzing, active, with so much strange stuff there. Honestly, we only buy literally enough food on the weekly shop for the dinner, you know, whatever the dinner's going to be, so I don't bother eating outside of that. I get my snacks ad hoc, and I always say, no, I'm going to be good, I'm not going to get the snacks in, and then come midnight I'm scraping the ice out of the freezer there for a snack. I feel you there, Lee, as well. Kate coming in the shares, thank you for that. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else has been going on as well. I did hear something quite interesting. There's a little aside there. We talk a little bit, don't we, about the old triangular UFOs there, which a lot of them are meant to be the reverse engineered TR-3B. Not all of them, but a lot of them are, yeah, meant to be the human reverse engineered ones there. But sadly, there is a pretty good answer to what a lot of those sightings may have been, especially when they were peaking in the 80s and 90s. It went for a bit of a phase there. So stationary, still very, very anomalous there. But when you're seeing them moving, I think it's the B-2 bomber and what's the stealth bomber as well. They actually, because they're triangular, their profile from underneath, but they also had lights on the 3 points, and some of them would also have the red indicator beacon, which is like a rotating light in the center, which exactly matches up with a lot of some of the sightings from back then. So I was a bit disappointed to hear that one, but there are still some anomalous ones out there as well. Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm okay. It's Monday, so it's glasses day, so you'll have to deal with me looking like this today, but at least I can kind of see the screen there as well. What about spam, eggs, chips and spam? You know what? I don't think I've ever had spam. I don't think I ever have. There, how you doing, Electron, as well there? Where are we? Let me scroll through. Andy, oh, do you mean the Vulcan? Ah, so the Vulcan is another good shout. But so it's the B2 is the flight. So the Vulcan is a delta wing, but it's still, you know, got the tail and the nose cone. That is an impressive beast. I once was walking down my street in Southend during the day, and obviously you don't really see, I don't think there are any flying Vulcans now, but this was a couple of years, I don't know, 10 years ago actually now, and I just heard this phenomenal noise, and then just over the houses in front of me came a Vulcan bomber. And oh my god, the noise and the shape and the size, so impressive to actually see it. And it was so low, deafening it was, you know, incredible they are. But no, so the American ones, like the B2, which is basically a triangle. It's like it's a flying wing, so it's quite a rare design there. But yeah, that gives that triangular profile there. But yeah, maybe the old Vulcan as well could have been. Because that's, you know, with the delta wing there as well, it has got the bit that sticks out, but you might not see that at night, the silhouette there, so that could be a good call there, Andy. And Rachel, how are you doing there? Spam is pretty tasty. It's one of the things that I suspect I will love, but the anticipation of it, because it looks a processed, I think I'm like, oh, a little bit put off. But we'll try it one day. Now, how are you feeling today, Rachel, there as well? No, I haven't. There. Guys, if you are just joining us, so we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight. We're searching the hydrogen line, that yellow line at the top of the screen, and it's the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorise that if ET is out there, this is where they would put the message. Hello, is anybody else out there? Have all the different channels on the radio to choose from, the different frequencies, and this is where we'd expect to see it, and it's where we've heard those anomalous signals in the past, like the WOW signal from the 1970s, but many more interesting candidate signals for potentially being aliens. Some, in fact, very recent ones that appear to be coming from our closest stellar neighbour there, Proxima Centauri. And for me, that's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty, I'm not sure if I think that's amazing, the idea that there's life that's of at least the same technological level as us that's so close by, or what about if it's that close by? It could be a bit dodgy there as well. And the B2 Spirit looks incredible. One of my favourite crafts there. Not feeling too great again. Oh, Rachel, hopefully it's just a little setback and you'll be back on your feet tomorrow there. I mean, yeah, some of the man-made craft are actually insane there, but the B2 specifically actually does use, you can't quite say anti-gravity there, but it does use some weird phenomena that we don't fully understand that is actually along the lines of that. The way it kind of, is it ionize the flight surfaces there, and essentially it lowers its own mass, because otherwise it wouldn't fly. It wouldn't actually work. But yeah, it uses some very secretive technology to achieve that one. And Robbie is in. How are you doing, Robbie? How's your week kicking off there as well? Blue Nose again, thank you for those roses there. Overly generous as always there. And Lee as well, thank you for the heart there. Emsky, how are you there? You got 5 miles from Waddington there, and 20 miles from Coningsby there. Sort of lot, I bet you did there. So this would be a good question. Did you ever see, any of those sort of the triangular craft there? Like, is that something that, from, if you've seen one from back in the day there, could that be mistaken? It's potentially UFO, because it lines up with the physical profile, that, the perfect triangle there of the B2, having a light on each corner and then the central red beacon as well there. It's not an unstable internet connection. It's just TikTok having a sulk. It's their bad software blaming it on me. Damn TikTok. But yeah, do you think that's a reasonable one? I mean, on paper it adds up. I'd have to see one at night to see if you can mistake it for it. Ben as well, did we hear the WOW signal or just saw it in day? So we only saw it. This is another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Ben, because this is one of the really interesting and sort of upsetting points about it. That the Big Ear radio telescope that detected the WOW signal back in the late 70s there, it was only capable of recording the data of the signal, not from within it or the signal itself. It was that there was a signal, and it was however strong, and it was heard on these frequencies at this time. It couldn't actually record the signal like we're doing here today, so there isn't actually an audio version for us to listen to. If there was any data encoded within the signal, we've lost it, which is so frustrating. But it was the nature of the technology at the time. It would just print it out, basically print out the results, and then the scientists would come by the next day, pick up the stack of the printouts, go home, read through it all, analyze, look at the data, see if everything jumped out. And that's where the WOW comes from, because he saw it and he circled the data and wrote WOW exclamation mark on it there. But they kind of do the same thing now. Obviously it's collected digitally, but it's not in real time, and this is one of the big problems that we have, because science, I think understandably, needs the signal to repeat, to get that second source on it to confirm that it is coming from that location. That's why we haven't been able to push any of these observances over the line, because we haven't been able to get that second recording. But of course we can't, because we're not listening in real time. These are months or sometimes years later that we actually check the data from when it was first taken. So no wonder the signal isn't still repeating. We didn't repeat our signal as humans. Why would the aliens there? Exactly, yeah. And Robbie said, "Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it there, Robbie as well." He said, "I think, yeah, it just flashed up for me that there was a low signal, but I can confirm, because of Harco's magic box that he made me, that the signal problem was not on our end. It was a TikTok thing, unless somebody pipes into the tubes and actually says it was there." Oh, I wish I had 1 gig fibre, Harco. Maybe soon. Possible. It did flag up for me here, but I'll still blame you, Kate. I remember seeing some strange things there. Oh, I bet that would be so cool if we could see some of those sightings. The Northrop B2, a spirit bomber there. The triangle stop. That's the one. Yeah, it's a very, very odd craft. Possibly again related to everything there. It's you. Tell Hubs to get off. He's affecting my internet. Where are we there? Electron is in there. And Lee there. My uncle worked on them back in the day. Oh, did he? Oh, on the Vulcans. That is pretty cool. Imagine we all heard a distant WoW song in the background. Honestly, if we heard anything that was audible, I'd be so bloody stoked there. I mean, the chances of distant aliens there understanding how we encode our radio signals to then know that when it comes through here, our software will decode it correctly is a long shot. But maybe not. Maybe they've heard our signals, our faint signals, and gone, right, we've analysed their signals, so this is how they're modulating it and encoding it, and maybe they'll send their tailored reply. So maybe we could hear a voice or a sound that we would not necessarily recognise, but would be more audible there. Lee, thank you for the heart there as well. Just cut one wide to make it 10 megabit connection. Got to trim it down. And we got gifted that from Eds. Well, they do say that, actually, because there's a really brilliant deep dive on Byfield Brown. What was his first name there? Oh, Thomas Townsend Brown, that was it. TT Brown. And Byfield and Brown were the two people that put the paper together for the Byfield Brown effect, which is basically like levitation, a way of doing that. Yeah, so they think that he got it in the early 50s anti-gravity research, and it's all connected with that there. A man always will. Oh, there'll always be some that do. Yeah, we'll deflect the blame, Kate. It's because he's not watching the stream. That's what he needs to be doing. Thank you for the shares there as well. And with the distance the signal is travelling, can natural conditions on its path create frequency drift? Oh, pushing the limits of my knowledge, but brilliant question there. So there are lots of natural effects that can affect things there. So what I do know is that Doppler shift can definitely occur. So and this is one of the ways that we can use emergent properties of radio to tell us a little bit about the source of the signal. So if, as we would expect, the source of this signal is on a planet orbiting another star, that orbit of that planet, depending where it is either going to be going away from us or coming towards us there. So therefore, that means that the signal that we see will be Doppler shifted, or be red or blue shifted, basically, which means that the actual radio wave is being stretched or compressed. So if the source of the signal is moving away from us, the actual radio wave itself will be stretched out there, which ever so slightly changes its frequency. So we would actually expect it to be slightly either side of the hydrogen line there. That slight adjustment depending on what the speed is, and that can tell us that the source of that signal is in motion, which kind of gives it another thumbs up for us that it could be from a distant star. I'm not sure if there are other things that can also affect it. Maybe. Anti-aircraft defences there. Oh, where are we? He might actually join one day. He seemed interested this morning. You're working on him. The slow burn. We'll get him in. We'll get him over to the dark side. And the WOW signal there could be longer than 72 seconds, but the satellite wasn't fixed to that one point. So this is an interesting point. There is that I like this one, Lee. So, the Big Ear radio telescope that picked it up, it actually had two feed horns, so two receivers, basically. And they were spaced ever so slightly apart, so that with the Earth, because this was fixed, this dish, so it's like our dish, it's literally moving with the Earth's rotation. So it's sweeping across the sky as the Earth spins and rotates there. And it had two feed horns, two receivers, pointing up to the same patch of sky, but obviously they were slightly offset because of the spacing there. So when the first feed horn passed over wherever that source was giving us the WOW signal, it detected it, and that's the signal that we recorded. And then those few seconds later, or a minute later, the other one passed over, and it wasn't there. So, what does that tell us about the signal source? That it was only a fleeting signal, maybe? Or it could have moved as well there. Looking at pictures of it there, one is letting loose tiny bombs there. Their payloads are very interesting. They're not. Well, they are a bit old tech now. This is the thing, they are old tech. It does make you wonder what else that they've still got and hasn't come out now. To the dork side. I'm not a nerd. Ignore the glasses. Nerds. He'll probably get way more of the Star Wars references than I would. It's the same. Star Wars, I have seen Star Wars, but I've not seen a lot of it. It wasn't one that resounded with me. As well. And no worries, Elton, that's a brilliant question. If you've got any more, I would love to hear it there. Based in Saudi Arabia there. Evolving. Oh, I'm actually sat in the cockpit. That wouldn't happen. Oh, God, no, not today, would it? That is so cool. It's stunning, I think. Whitley even said they gifted it to us. So I hadn't heard it from Whitley. I'd heard it from, again, my boy, though I don't know the chap, but he is one of my favourite people in this sort of space, doing some really good research there. Jesse Michaels, he did a really good long documentary on Thomas Townsend Brown there. All of the indicators that he was working on anti-gravity technology, and that he may have had some success, and part of that went into the B2. But it is all connected. It's the same people, the Majestic 12, so maybe it said it come from them. Gifting and donation theory is definitely out there, isn't it, from the ETs? You know, I didn't realise that it's not all crashed craft. It's you know, some of them are just literally left, and we think they're left for us as gifts, maybe. Either that, or Johnny Alien has he's landed. Guys, going to be the craft's going to be safe here. We're in the middle of the desert. They're not going to find this. It's fine. Goes off, gets his samples, comes back and goes, bollocks. They've nicked it. It's like leaving your saucer in the wrong part of town. Oh, I've heard of it too, but I like others, the ones in the field there. And there are a lot of good. We are like spoiled for choice nowadays. I say about Jesse though that I don't know. He just comes at it, for me. He comes at this analytical direction that I don't know, and he's making connections that I hadn't heard before. He's really got my attention. But there are loads of really good ones out there now. We are a bit sport for choice almost there, and as usual I have no idea who these people are. Well, you've not done your homework, Kate. It's because you've been off jaunting around in the real world having a social life. I'm jesting. No, honestly, you've got to check out Jesse Michaels' American Alchemy. Kate, that'll be a rabbit hole for you there. Lots of content you'll love there. And the T-Man there would be slapping a tariff on any... He would. Is he not Trumper? Give it a weird... That's all right, Rachel. We like a good laugh. And as far as I know, he isn't. But I don't care anymore. I'm here's politics and here's me. I don't care. When I was in Cleveland, I picked up a book about the WOW signal. Oh yeah, can't remember the name of the book. We'll dig it out. Hunt Lee. I want to hear about that one there. I am still in conspiracy mode as to why the FBI raided observatories a while back there. Planet X. I didn't know that one. When was this, Electron? I mean, and why else would they? That is good there. Exactly, Lee. I couldn't even spell it. Gonna get a little placard out, Rachel. Alan, shut the door and don't let him in. There was a video of some kids next to him when he dropped it in the office. Wait, what's that? Somebody next to him. And he dropped into the kids. With who in the Oval Office? With Trump? I wouldn't be surprised. Where are we? Yeah, not surprised. Not surprised at all. But you guarantee that it ain't just him. It's all of them. I'm done with a lot of them. They're all scum. Where are we? Not sure what box it's in, but waiting for my bookshelf to arrive. Ah, classy. Yeah, the wow signal's an odd one. Every now and again we get an interesting explanation for it, but none of them for me really sit well. You know, they don't sound. They don't tick the boxes. There's one that's going around semi-recently that's, I think, got the most plausibility to it, but it's such a complicated, like, loop and jump through things to try and explain it. I think aliens is actually the easier answer for it there. Something along the lines of, if a particular type of neutron star did a thing, launched a gamma ray somewhere that accidentally bounced off something else, which went through a cloud of neutral hydrogen that was also pointing at us, we could kind of get the signal. And I'm like, that is the most complicated trick shot I have ever heard there. One of them says there, September 2018, the FBI raided the Sunspot Solar Observatory in New Mexico. Oh, thank you, Electron. I hadn't heard of that one. I mean, why else would they? Why else? Not unless they were using the conservatory as a grow room or something. Other than that, why else there? And time lapse there, dittoed it. No time for any politicians. They're all different shades of scum. That is the thing. That is the thing. You know, not to say I don't have strong opinions about particular issues or anything like that. I mean, we're all human. We've all got our understandings of these things. But, you know, like, the game's rigged. The game's rigged. None of them are any good. There. Down of them all. Exactly. Alan for leader. There. At least he's honest. He tells you that he's going to enslave us all and probe us there. They all piss in the same pot. I was like, yeah, they do. They're all playing the same game. I wonder if aliens could send a signal from their ship if they were travelling through space. So, Carl, this is the curveball with it, and it actually, I think, for the first time got aired, didn't it, during the Free Eye Atlas situation there, because that came from the same patch of sky when it was still on the cards as possibly an alien